Introduction to Karnataka. Location, boundaries and population. The state of Karnataka, confined roughly within 11 degrees and 35 north and 18 degrees 30 north latitudes and 74 degrees 5 east and 78 degrees 35 east longitudes, is situated on a tableland where the western and eastern Ghat ranges converge into the Nilgiri hill complex. Karnataka is a state in the southern part of India. It was created on November 1st of 1956 with the passing of the States Reorganization Act. Originally known as the state of Mysuru, it was renamed as Karnataka in 1973. Karnataka is bordered by the Arabian Sea to the west, Goa state to the northwest, Maharashtra state to the north, Telangana state and Andhra Pradesh state to the east, Tamil Nadu state to the southeast and Kerala state to the southwest. The state extends to about 750 kilometers from north to south and about 400 kilometers from east to west. The state covers an area of around 1,90,000 square kilometers or 5.83% of the total geographical area of India. It is the 8th largest Indian state by area, the 9th largest by population and comprises 30 districts. Kannada is the official and most widely spoken language. The name Karnataka, it appears, is derived from the Kannada words Karu and Nadu, meaning elevated land. Karunadu may also be read as Karu, that is black, and Nadu, which means region, as a reference to the black cotton soil found in the Bayolu Seeme region of Karnataka. The British used the word Carnatic, sometimes Karnatak, to describe both sides of peninsular India south of the Krishna River. The Census of India of 2011 reveals that the population of Karnataka is 611 crores with 311 crore males and 300 crore females. In absolute terms, the population of Karnataka has increased by around 82 lakh people during the decade of 2001 to 2011. And in terms of percentage, it has registered a decadal growth rate of around 15%, which is below the national average of around 17%. The net addition in population over the decade consistently increased from 1901 to 2011, except in the decade of 1911 to 1921. However, from 1981 to 1991 onwards, the decadal growth rates have shown a declining trend, which implies that even though the population of the state is steadily growing, the pace of its growth is on the decline. The total progressive growth rate of the state population since 1901 to 2011 is around 368%. In absolute terms, the population of the state, which stood at 131 crores in 1901, has increased to 611 crores over the last 110 years, with a net increase of around 4 crores to Bangalore district, which is home of the state headquarters, with its share of around 15% population, and it is the most populous district in the state. In other words, for every 6th person in the state, one belongs to Bengaluru district. Belagavi, with a share of around 7.8%, occupies the second place, followed by Mysuru at 4.9%, Tumkuru at 4.39%, Kalaburgi at 4.2%, and Bellary at 4.14%. All these 5 districts have more than 2.5 million population each, and together contribute to 1/4 of the state's total population. Among these 5 districts, 4 districts have municipal corporations within their jurisdiction, which is a factor for them to have more population. Kodagu, with a population of just 0.55 million, is the least populous district in the state, preceded by Bengaluru Rural District with 0.98 million. Except for these 2 districts in the state, all other districts have more than 1 million population. In terms of ranking, Bengaluru district with a share of around 15.6% ranks first, followed by Belagavi district at 7.82% and Kodagu district with 0.91% share, which occupies the last rank, preceded only by Bengaluru Rural District at 1.61%. The percentage decadal growth of population in the intercensal period between 2001 to 2011 varied from a negative rate of minus 0.28% in Chikmagaluru district to the highest of 46.68% in Bengaluru district. The average decadal growth rate for the state stands at 15.67. In Karnataka, the proportion of children in the age group of 0 to 6 decreased from 13.59% in 2001 to 11.21% in 2011. In the case of males, the percentage dropped by 2.36 percentage points and for females by 2.38 percentage points. Among the districts, the highest proportion of the child population between 0 to 6 years is found in the Yadagiri district, which is 15.83%, which incidentally had the highest proportion of the child population in 2001 also. The least proportion of the child population is recorded in Udupi district, which is at 8.54%, which also had the lowest proportion in the 2001 census. The proportion of child population between 0 to 6 is above the state average of 11.21% in only 12 districts of the state. One of the important indices of population concentration is the density of population. It is defined as the number of persons per square kilometer. The population density of Karnataka in 2011 was 319 persons per square kilometer, which is an increase from 276 in 2001. It means that on an average 43 more people inhabit every square kilometer area in the state than the numbers that lived a decade ago. At the beginning of the 20th century, the density of Karnataka was as low as 68, and this has steadily increased from one decade to another to reach 319 in 2011. The percentage increase in 2011 is around 15.5% compared to 17.45% in 2001. Bengaluru district, with around 4,300 people per square kilometer, is the most densely populated and ranks first in the state. Bengaluru district, which includes the Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike limits in its jurisdiction, has increased its inhabitants by 1,393 per square kilometer during the decade. Kodagu is the least populated district in the state with a density of 135 people per square kilometer. Kodagu, which ranked at 29th place in 2001 census, has slipped to the last position. Kerala is the most densely populated state in the southern region, which ranks at 8th place. From the statement, it can be seen that Karnataka, which ranked 20th in 2001, has moved up to 19th rank in 2001 census. As per the Census of India of 2011, the sex ratio for the country as a whole is 940 as against 933 in 2001. On the other hand, the sex ratio for Karnataka has witnessed a marginal increase of 3 points during the decade. The sex ratio for the state, as per the provisional figures of census of 2011, is 968 compared to 965 in the 2001 census. The state figures are, however, more than the national average. Among the southern states, Karnataka and Goa's sex ratio are identical and are the second lowest next to Maharashtra, which has a recorded 925 females per 1000 males. The sex ratio in the state ranges from around 1093 in Udupi district to 908 in Bengaluru district. Though Udupi district has registered the highest sex ratio of 1093, the ratio in fact has declined from around 1130 in 2001. A similar trend is observed in Dakshina Kannada district. Bengaluru district has recorded the lowest sex ratio in the state. As per the census of 2011, of population totals, the literacy rate of the state stands at 75.6%, the male literacy rate at 82.85%, and female literacy rate at 68.13%. Out of the 1 crore 5 lakh added to the literate population during 2001 to 2011 census, around 51.4 lakh were males and 54.4 lakh were females. Further, during this period, the contribution of the total decrease of around 19.8 lakh among illiterates is dominated by females, which is around 11.6 lakhs, as compared to males, which is at 8.25 lakhs. When the districts are arranged in descending order according to the 2011 literacy rates, Dakshina Kannada tops the rank list in respect to the overall literacy and male literacy rate, followed by Bengaluru district. In respect of female literacy rates, Bengaluru ranks first, followed by Dakshina Kannada. Yadagiri, which has returned less than 60% literacy, ranks last among the districts in the state. 10 districts have the same rank for both the sexes. Mysuru ranks at 13th place in female literacy and 20th in male literacy rate. In Gadag district, the female literacy is at 17th place, whereas the male literacy is ranked at 10th place.